Wow, the video's doing great. Can't wait to see how devlog 2 does when it releases next month. Hey, I know this may be a little teeny weeny itsy bitsy 3 months late, but hey, at least it exists now. And now that this devlog does exist, I can talk to you about all the stuff I've been finicking with for the past 5 months. This rabbit hole of development and near constant postponing of this very video started when I decided it was time to make the next area. By the way, I'm making a platforming focused Metroidvania currently under the name of Little Robot Game, and it was time to make another new area. Broadly speaking, I had ideas for each of the areas based on some basic ideas like potential geography and cliche elemental types, stuff like fire, water, and in this case, a blend of ice and electricity. I thought the two elements blended together into one area was a neat idea, and thus started creating. I made some ground and a little electric circle guy as an enemy of sorts, and started just chugging along making the very beginning for the area. But then when I was lying awake at night when I should have been deep asleep, my brain decided that was not on the agenda, and instead it was time for a little robot game lore. However, such listlessness brought me to a great idea. Wow, the games industry really is funded by suffering. I love this industry. My idea was the area could be the lower part of a volcano used as a power plant that pretty much sucked the heat out of it, leaving the area in mostly ashes and the remains of the technology just kinda sitting there. Now at this point I think it's important to talk about how the decisions on this type of stuff are made, because something I've been focused on is actually building out a world and adding depth to it. It's important that when making this stuff, not only do you consider what it is, but also why it exists. This is what allowed me to come to the concept of the power plant area in the lower chamber of the volcano, because by connecting the abstract idea of electricity to the world itself and what surrounds it, I can actually build out something with more reason for existing and a more believable world for the player to go through. But now it's time to get serious. Sure, development philosophies are great, but that's not what the people want. They want cool, fast, and flashy stuff. Like in the original Little Robot game, I made a power I've exclusively referred to as the Zoomies. Well, now I present to you the Zoomies 2.0. In this newest model of speed-based entertainment, you can propel yourself forward using the power of electricity from wire to wire, only gaining speed the more and more you do it, allowing for near infinite Zoomies potential. But seriously, this is the game's new teleport ability thing. Honestly, in all my plans, I've just called it the electric ability, because frankly, I still don't know what to call it. But basically, when you go through one of the pipe wire things, the game teleports you to the other end, link to it, and shoots you out using all the momentum you had before and adding on to that. Meaning, technically, if you chain them, you can achieve near infinite speed. It's like bunny hopping, but probably more dangerous and actually intentional. But now I need to have another serious talk with all of you, because there haven't been enough of these in this video. This video is very serious. I am a very serious person. And I'm seriously hate dialogue. Well, making a dialogue system at the least. But for real, why is dialogue so hard? Yeah, that's right, dialogue. Ever wonder why this video got postponed so much? It was dialogue. And why does every one of these devlogs have to feature something I hated doing? Why can't we just have some fun, good times for once? Doesn't that sound nice? Can we just have that? Yeah, please. But let me explain what actually happened. First idea, use yarn. G develops dialogue system. So I looked up some tutorials, tried to get it working, and got tired of it. Like, seriously, I tried really hard to learn, and I still don't think I could tell you a single thing about yarn. Second idea, literally anything else. First, I tried to make my own solution to no real success. Then I went into looking around trying to find a tutorial not tainted by yarn's presence. Then, shining in the distance, like a ray of hope in my cloudy day, stood one video. I felt enamored. Not only was it short and to the point, but it was concise, and I felt like I could actually work with it and make it work for me. All I want to say is thank you, Mr. FLOAX'S. You are a lifesaver. I linked the tutorial in the description of this video. Sure, it took a little bit of panicking to make it work for me, but 4 hours of work was much preferable to the days and weeks I would have spent with Yarn. Now, the system is still basic, and it's nowhere near versatile enough for it to be used in the full game. However, it is still a good start, and I'm happy that I actually have something that's functional right now, so then I can build off that and make it work for the full game. Now, I want to talk about characters, because a dialogue system isn't very useful if nobody's there to say anything. And additionally, characters are just really important, adding depth and story to the game, whether it's just a little side tangent to just strengthen the bonds of the world, that these are people or other things, and they live there. And speaking of dialogue, for the dialogue test, I actually implemented one in the game, and that's Gunny. Sure, he always looks a little pissed, but he's literally just a gun, and I think that's kind of funny. And I plan for him to be probably a traveling character, akin to that like Coral from Hollow Knight. Another character I've designed to be a traveling character is named Jim. He doesn't have any in-game sprites yet, and he's still just some doodles on a page. But designing these guys has been pretty fun, and I'm excited to get to tell their stories. Now at this point, I made a lot. The area has gotten pretty big and be more than enough content for a video. So, I kinda sorta also made a little entire sub-area with its own unique art and atmosphere inside of the main outside power plant area. So here's the inside of the power plant. Wow, I'm not going to show you anymore to prevent spoilers. While development has been slow, it's been progressing, and I'm excited to continue to construct this world. I don't want to make the longest, best, or deepest game, but I certainly want to be able to make something that somebody has a little laugh at, or just get to enjoy a, albeit small, story, just to get sucked into it. I also would like to say, I do plan putting this game on Steam, though an actual page will come at a later date when I'm a little bit more confident in the game's development, and also when I have $100 to spare that's not going towards my increasingly expensive life as a teenager as I inch towards adulthood. So anyways, I'm gonna do things like sleep. Bye.